Today's topic we're talking about
Yaart music. What is Yaart music? Welcome to the Real Talk Show with myself, Malou, and
wasabi. Yaart music?
Yaart music.
That's a very controversial topic though.
Yeah, it is, and I'm actually a fan of Yaart music, yes, because I believe in we put the art in Yaart, or I put the art in Yaart.
Okay, so the reason why it's a very controversial topic for all in Cape Town, because I think it is probably bigger or the biggest in Cape Town, right? I don't know of any other province that they probably have their own version of
Terminology.
yeah. They have no, I'm not saying that we have what we call Yaart music, right? What we know what it is, where they also have that type of music, right? It's probably called something else, right? That's how it go. But
kitchen music, I don't know.
kitchen windy house music, something like that. But before we actually speak about Yaart music, we actually need to say every musical genre, it has its roots, right? So what would you say would be the roots of Yaart music?
Basically, the roots of the modern age Yaart music would be your Dutch house. That's how I feel. Because if I take you guys back a little bit, a couple of years ago, if you listen to, I'll make a reference to a track that used to be massive back in the day, Toy Friend. A lot of you know Toy Friend. That same tone, that same vibe to it. You know, that type of vibe. So, and if I listen to our so-called Yaart music, it has this similar type style of tune and tone and so forth. I don't know.
Okay, so I can say that I am probably anti, right? I'm anti Yaart music. Now there's various reasons why I'm anti, right? But before we get into the reason why I'm anti Yaart music, why are you for Yaart music?
Me, basically. Look, I feel that every genre started somewhere. It was a movement, it was a feeling and an expression, if I could put it in that sense, right? And if I look at hip hop, right, I'm gonna touch on hip hop a little bit. Hip hop was the way that America, so to say, used to speak out, you know, back in the day against the things that they were going through, and it was their way with dancing. Remember, hip hop is not just music, guys. It's dancing, it's graffiti art, it's poetry, it's a written word poetry. It's a lot of different things, right? And I feel that what we have, our own Yaart music over the side of the world, that also speaks to getting away from your stress at home, you know what I mean? And I feel like people move to it, people relate to it, and people sing along to it, and it makes them feel good in that certain time to just forget about everything else. And it actually has a vibe to it, so that's why I'm for it. It could be done better, but yeah.
Do you think perhaps the only reason why people like it, or the people that are fans for the music, do you think the only reason why they like it is because of the acapellas that is being played over the beat?
It could be, yes. And no, because there's a lot of tracks that I know of that don't have words, that people put their own words in, that people mess around with. If I feel like it did start where people put their own acapellas over it, obviously to make the song travel a bit more further, you know, just to get that headway. So it's kind of like you would say the producers or beat makers or whoever were making the tracks were kind of riding a wave, but I mean, kudos to them, I would say, at least because you're trying at least to get your name out there. And a lot of these artists that used to make bootlegs back in the day, like if I look at international artists, like I always make a reference to Alvaro. He made big bootlegs.
Yep, he was a big thing.
He was a massive thing. I mean, we used to play, we used to believe in Alvaro bootlegs.
But I feel like the difference between Alvaro and the Yaart music, so to call, right, is the actual quality of the songs. So I would say probably some of the sounds that are in Yaart music, right, is not of the best, right? It's not done in the correct manner when it comes to this. Probably if you look at any musical genre, doesn't matter if it's hip hop, if it's house music, it all has to be mixed a certain way, right? Obviously, a song differ. You mix a song according to the way the song was made, but it also has to be mixed and then mastered in order for it to be better, right?
Yes, I mean, we speak about mixing and mastering, guys. We're not speaking about mixing the song in. Please don't get it twisted. We're actually speaking about mixing down the elements in the track itself to make. Let's make an example. The clap stands out a little bit more. The piano's a bit low key. Those type of things, what we're referring to, and it's true what you're saying. I feel like if the Yaart music gets mixed and mastered properly to the T, that it can actually become so much greater than what it already is, because it appeals to a lot of people. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I look at it, it's a lot of people like it that live on the Cape Flats, that stay outside of Cape Town, in the smaller towns. I mean, I go crazy by a couple of tracks, you know what I mean? And there's some tracks that actually move away from the Yaart stigma once it gets mixed and mastered properly. But
do you think there's a future for Yaart music?
I think there is. I think it's been taking over for a while. I mean, people said there wasn't a future for Gom. For Gom, let's keep that Gom. And look what happened now. Where even it's been playing. We had a few of our own SA tracks playing in box office USA movies. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna mention names, but you all know what I'm talking about. You know.
They don't know that. They probably don't know what that means.
They know what. Yeah, I know. But yeah, like I'm saying, I feel like there's a future, and I know and understand why you are anti the music, because some tracks, let's be honest, guys, it's a repetition of the same thing over and over and over. So, how do you feel? Okay, let me ask you a question. Would you evidently have a liking in it? Should it be done better?
I think I would probably consider it if it was done correctly, because with every single genre of music, if it's mixed properly and it has a vibe to it and people can groove to it, then it's something, right? If you look at, let's say tech house, for example, there's a lot of tech house remixes that use, say, acapellas. They never got the permission to do it, right? They do that, but you hear the quality in it, right? There's not that, for me personally, that sound, that piano sound, I don't know if it's like a cheap piano or something like that, right? But that is a sound that's predominantly in there. Sometimes the sound does not fit at all, right? And I think that is one of the biggest problems, is that they're just making the music based on feeling, which that's how you're supposed to make your music. You feel something, you make it according to that, right?
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it. I feel like they can improve on it though.
Look, we've got a lot of talent. Cape Town, you guys are awesome. SA, you guys are awesome. It's just use your talent wisely. Do some research. Check how you can make your song bigger, how you can make it better. I mean, I have a couple of tracks out there. For those who don't know, Wasabi also has a few tracks out there that he's worked on.
Don't have tracks out there.
Yeah, but it's not out there, but he has tracks in his work. There's one that's out though, anyhow. But I mean, we've worked on a couple of things, I've done things, I've messed up things, and I've learned as I've gone on. And what I would want us all to do, evidently, is to just work harder, work together, get structure around your music. If you need to spend the bucks to send it away, to get it mixed and mastered, then do that. If it comes back and it works on radio with your own song, at the end of the day, yes, we like a good remix, we like a good bootleg. But for me, my end goal would be work towards making your own music. I mean, if I look at it, and I'm gonna mention, I don't like mentioning names, but I thank 47 and Luke M for the remixing. Thank God I found you, the one track that I sing on, right? So at the end of the day, they did it well, they did it properly, and we never expected the song to blow up the way it did, right? Thereafter there was follow-ups that I made, that it wasn't as big as Thank God I Found You, but it's still, we're doing things in the correct way so that we can get out there properly.
The last thing about me complaining or saying anything anti-Yaart music, right? Do you think that they fear the fact of releasing their own stuff? Do you think that they fear that, so they continue to do the same concept where they have a popular a cappella and placing it over a beat that they made, or they make the beat around the acapella?
I don't think it's fear, I think it's resources. Honestly speaking, I think it's where the proper equipment, studio equipment, knowing who to send my song to get it mixed and mastered. I think it's that thing that keeps DJs or producers behind in actually sending it out, and then having the thought mentality that, oh, if I send my track to Pity.
I don't want to send my song to Pity.
I'm just making an example, man. Send my track to Pity, and he's gonna charge me $2,500 to mix and master the song, up to $5,000. But they don't know that there are more affordable options that you can exploit as well. It's just people. I don't feel like everyone knows who to go to, right? And I feel like the people that have the power, that are up there, that can assist the cats coming up, making the music, they don't want to, how can I say, assist, because I think they are scared of being replaced by the next big thing.
That could actually be really true, right? I think that's also why they would then tend to struggle more, because there's no one. I think that could probably be true. So I think we can ask the viewers: do you think Yaart music has a future?
I do. Before the viewers answer.
Do you think Yaart music is good music, or it's something that is here to stay forever? Right? If you think that, please leave a comment below, and we'll get back to you.
Yes, we will. And I say it has a future, because it is awesome. Trust me. Jou ding moet pyn, jou deeg moet beweeg.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share this content if you want more of this content.
And I mean, even though it's a DJ platform, and for artists, musicians, rappers, whoever we're speaking to, producers as well, if you guys have anything that you would like us to speak about or address, please send us a message, inbox us, let us know. Yeah. This is the Real Talk Show with myself, Malou, and
Wasabi.
Peace.